So I've got Friday favorites and Fooeys for you today, and this was a week where I was really loving eyeshadow. I really had to reel myself in so I didn't like spend forever in this video just talking about eyeshadows, and I still have 4 different things I want to talk to you guys about. But I also have other favorites, some new things, some things I've had for a while. Yeah, so lots to share. I have some exciting news. I got a part-time job at Sephora, so yay! I'm super excited about that. I still have my full-time job and I'm still gonna keep that, but it just kind of like happened. I'm in Sephora pretty frequently, and I know the girls that work there, and I'm always talking to them, and they were just kind of telling me, they were like, you need to work here. Like, for how much you're in here, you need to work here. So I was like, you know what? Why not? So I'm gonna work just like 1 night a week just so I don't overwhelm myself, but I think it's just gonna be really great. I think it's gonna be so much fun to work there. I love being around makeup. I love talking to other women and men and just like talking to people, and I love talking makeup. So I think it's going to be awesome, and also I think it's going to be amazing education. I know that Sephora is really big on education, so I think it's going to be awesome that I'll be able to hear about new products coming out, maybe a little bit early possibly, but also just education on tips and tricks, makeup application, skincare, all those kinds of things. So I will be so excited to learn that so that then I can pass that information on to you guys. So I think it's gonna be awesome. I'm super excited about it, and they are just such sweet girls there. I am so excited to work alongside of them, and yeah, it'll just be a fun little side thing and some great education. So that's my fun information and news for the week. But anyway, on to favorites. If you wanna know what I've been loving this week, just keep watching. Okay, on my nails this week, I've got this kind of like sherbet orange type shade, and I really don't like this polish, so I wouldn't recommend this, but this is what I've got on. This is Zoya's Coal, and it's a really beautiful shade. I really, really like the color of it, but the formula was just kind of annoying to work with. It was streaky, it didn't apply evenly, it kind of like pooled strangely, and it's not lasting very well. So I don't know. Normally I like Zoya polishes okay, but this one was just kind of a fail. So wasn't a fan of that, but that's what I've been wearing. Okay, for blush this week, I went back to an old favorite. It's this one right here. This is the Physicians Formula Powder Palette Multicolor Custom Blush, and this is in blondes, or 4 blondes, or whatever. There's a brunette shade, and then there's the blonde shade. So I talked about this a few months back, and I loved it then, and then my friend Hannah got it recently, and she's been mentioning it. So that kind of like made me remember that I need to take it out and use it again, and I just love it. It's just a really pretty light pink, and it's kind of glowy, and it's just really beautiful for spring. Oh, I just love it. It glides on, it's very nice and easy to wear, it's a really pretty color, and it wears pretty well too, so I think this is a super nice blush. Don't really like the packaging. Hannah said the same thing, I agree. It's just, you know, kind of like big and unnecessary, but I like the product inside, so I can deal with this because the product's so cute. Okay, I have a new favorite highlighter, and this is from the haul that I posted Wednesday, and this is from the Fergie Centerstage collection. I don't know if this is limited edition or not. It doesn't say it is, but I don't know if it's gonna be part of the regular line. So this is in Photo Bomb, and it looks super yellow and scary, but it is so pretty. It's pretty yellow. I mean, yeah, it looks really yellow when you swatch it like that, but on the skin, oh, it is so pretty. I mean, look at that. It's like crazy pigmented. It's just like, you have to be careful with it because it's like, whoa, on your face. So pretty, so just like golden, and I think this is going to be beautiful for spring, but just like amazing for summer when you've got, well, I don't ever really get tan because I don't like to sunless tan, I don't really go out in the sun, and I'm careful with my skin, blah, blah, blah. But I think this would look really beautiful with a tan, if you have a tan, or you get tan. So anyway, it's really pretty, and I just love the like golden yellow kind of tone of it. I just feel like it's a really different, unique highlighter from the drugstore, and it's just beautiful, so I love this. Okay, now on to eyeshadow. So my first favorite is this Clinique Eyeshadow. This is in Black Honey, And I don't know if this is limited edition or not, but I just got it recently at Sephora when I've been up there for orientation and stuff like that. So if you want to start seeing Sephora hauls, because I'm sure I'm going to have some, let me know and I can definitely film some for you. And I already have several things I could share with you. But anyway, this is the first thing that I wanted to talk about because I've been wearing it all week. So this is in Black Honey. It's just a really beautiful, kind of like burgundy shade. It has some like golden kind of flecks to it. I don't know, like a metallic sheen to it that looks kind of golden. And it's just a really beautiful, kind of dark chocolate burgundy type shade. It's just beautiful. And it glided on my eyes really easily. Blending was really amazing with it. Getting super pigmentation was a little bit more difficult. So you can definitely build it up. So I do still really, really like this. I think it's a great eyeshadow for people that have just a tough time blending, that you get frustrated with blending your eyeshadow. This seemed to really blend very well. And you just need maybe an extra layer where you want it a little bit darker. But it's just a really beautiful shade. Yeah, so I really, really like it. So yeah, this is Black Honey. This side of the packaging is like so reflective and will like blind you, but it's amazing. Okay, so a couple of weeks ago I picked up the IT Cosmetics Naturally Pretty palette. And here's the deal with this palette. I really like it. It's very reflective, so I'm gonna turn it like this. I do really like it. It's an all matte palette, which is very difficult to find, and it's hard to find a matte palette that is really good. And this is very good. The only thing I don't really care for with it is I feel like some of the lighter shades aren't super pigmented. So if you're wanting a very light eye look, like I love a light lid, not always, I mean, clearly I love smoky eyes too, but sometimes I just really like a very light lid, and it's hard to do with this palette. So you may just have to bring in something different, add in just one more eyeshadow or a single or something like that. But let me swatch some of these shades. I have been loving this. There is Sunrise, this is Sunset, and this is Java. I have been loving this paired with other things. This is just a great staple palette to have because it just blends really beautifully, and there's some great staple shades in it. Just perfect for blending, for your crease and transition area, for deepening out your outer corner. So I've been finding that I grab for it like several different times. Like I'll use it by itself, or I will grab a single shadow, and I've been using this in addition to that. And it just pairs so nicely, and they blend like a dream. I mean, as far as blending goes, you will have no problems, I don't think. Yeah, it's very, very nice. I would just say if you're looking for something to be able to get a really light eye look, it may be a little difficult. This one right here is the Transforming Pearl shade. It's supposed to make it where you can like make the other ones slightly shimmery, but this leaves something to be desired. Like it's just not that great. So if you're wanting the light eye look, this will possibly give you close to that, but I would just bring in something like L'Oreal's Infallible Ice Latte or something like that. But with these kind of shades, beautiful. But if you're wanting an all matte eye look, then you can totally get it from this. It just may be a little difficult to get that light lid, but I do really like it. Hate the packaging though, gotta mention that. This is like weird kind of foamy felt kind of material, and this is like stuck on there. So I mean, if I just really dug into it with my nail, it would probably peel right off. So hate the packaging, but the product inside I do really like. And then I also mentioned this one in my haul video. This is the Fergie Wet n Wild Centerstage collection, and this is in Desert Festival. This is part of the regular line, so it's not part of the limited edition collection that I was hauling, but I mention it there because I love this thing. I just got this very recently. I think around the same time that I got those other things, the limited edition stuff. And I mean, it is just like, whoa. There's an even darker shade that, like with some glitter in it, that I didn't swatch. But anyway, these four here, like that orangey shade, so pretty. I do have the orangey shade. This one and this one on my eyes today as my kind of like in my crease and transition area. I just love this little quint. I think it's a great one from the drugstore, especially for, it's a great kind of partner palette that you can use it with other things, just for the blending shades, because it's kind of like cementy color here, this one right here, and then when you mix it with this, just makes a really beautiful kind of warm shade for your transition area and crease. So pretty. And then these darker shades here are just beautiful for darkening up your outer corner. So I really, really like this. I think it's a great one. It's like $4.99, I think. So I think that this one is an awesome one to pick up for your collection to use in, well, you could use it by itself, but use in addition to other items that you have, other singles from the drugstore. It's just a great kind of partner palette, and obviously you can tell the pigmentation is really, really nice on it. And then also what I have on my eyes today is MAC's Blue Brown Pigment. I just love this. This is pretty much the same as Makeup Geek's Insomnia. They're very, very similar. The only thing I like better about the MAC one is just the packaging. I find the other one, I cannot use it without getting it everywhere. Like just putting the lid back on, it's just super, super messy. Whereas this one, it's just easier to use. I feel like the shades of them are almost identical, but I just like the packaging of the MAC one better. So I find myself grabbing for it more. But it's just a beautiful duochrome pigment. It kind of has flashes of red and like a burnt orange type shade, a blue, a green. I mean, it is such a weird combo of colors. Like, it almost, if you would just describe that to a stranger, like, would you like to put orange, red, blue, and green on your eyes? I'm sure they wouldn't be interested in that, but somehow it seems to really, really work. And almost looks a little bit purpley sometimes with the way you turn it. I don't even know. I don't even know how this works, but I love it so much. I kind of forget about my pigments. I want to get more MAC pigments. I have, what do I have? Purple, vanilla, and blue brown. And I love them all, but blue brown is just like so beautiful and unique. MAC's Club is kind of similar to it as well. And then there's also a shade in the Wet n Wild Comfort Zone palette that's pretty similar too. So if you're looking kind of for a drugstore dupe, that's really, really similar to it. But anyway, I just love this, and every time I use it, I always think, man, I need to use this more often, because it's, you can even wear this by itself. Like today I'm wearing it with the Desert Festival, but you can put this on by itself, and then as you blend it, it seems like once you blend, more of the red and warmer tones in it come out. So it's basically like one eyeshadow and you look like you've got 3 different eyeshadows on your eyes. So it's easy, slightly, it's still a pigment, which is kind of messy to use, but it's easy in the fact that it can be a one shadow look that looks like you spent a lot more time on it. And I just feel like it's, I don't know, like party kind of, but still you can wear it to work and other things, and so I just really love it. So yeah, MAC's Blue Brown Pigment. Okay, and then on to lipsticks. Basically, all of the Fergie lipsticks that I hauled on Wednesday, I love them all. They are so good. Today, I'm wearing a combo of Fomo and Swerve, which is this one. So let me swatch them for you. Fomo is kind of just it's a more slightly sheer kind of neutral shade, just a light kind of, it's basically a nude. Like I was gonna say, is it more pinky or peachy? It's just a nude. And I've mixed it with Swerve. So it kind of made a more sort of wearable peach. And I just love it. So these are so creamy. They wear really, really well. They can get slightly drying. I noticed, well, this is what I find. When I put it on and then a few hours later, I kind of feel like I want to freshen it up. I find that it works better if I wipe off what's left of the first layer, like that first, amount that I put on that morning. I'll wipe that off and then I'll put another layer of it on, and then it's totally fine. But I find that when I layer another layer on top of that first one, it gets kind of weird. It gets a little bit drying and just kind of strange. So just wipe it off. That's what I find that works really well. This sucker wore all day. This lipstick is amazing. If you can find this sucker, I found mine at Walgreens. If you can find this, get it. Oh my goodness. This is in Cray, and it is cray beautiful. Oh my goodness. It's just a beautiful hot pink fuchsia shade. It has a little bit of purple in it. It is just gorgeous. I mean, the pigmentation is out of this world. It is so creamy and comfortable. It wore like crazy. Like seriously, I was wearing it at the end of the day and my husband was like, oh, you still have your lipstick on. I had already like washed my face and wiped it off and I was like, no, I think it stained my lips. Like it wasn't like full on color like it is right there, but I still had a nice amount of pink left on my lips. So I love this. If you can find this lipstick, I would say definitely get it because these are like, I think $2 or $3. Well, no, I think they're $3 or $4. But anyway, they're very inexpensive and they're a great formula. All right guys, so those are all my favorites for this week. I didn't have any Fooeys, so that was good. They were all favorites, all good things. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did and let me know what kind of things have you been loving this week. Have you picked up anything from the Fergie collection? Do you own the Naturally Pretty palette? What do you think about these lipsticks that are so amazing? Or what other favorites have you been loving? Like things that are staples in your collection that just make you smile. Let me know those things. I love reading your comments. I love chatting with you guys. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!